Guys, buckle up because the news is hot. Mercedes is scratching their heads, Ferrari is causing a stir, and that's just the beginning. We'll talk about McLaren surprising everyone, Red Bull working magic with their car, and there's a lot more. Adrian Newey is in the middle of a giant battle behind the scenes. Want to know all the details? Then stick with us until the end of this video. And if you love F1 as much as we do, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Let's go, things are heating up. Let's start with two of the most iconic teams in F1, Mercedes and Ferrari.
The car hasn't felt good setup-wise, but I think we have an idea why. And
Guys, things are getting intense. Mercedes is sweating bullets over Hamilton. Can you believe that the seven-time champion is having problems in qualifying? Andrew Chauvelin, the chief engineer, dropped the bomb. Lewis is struggling with this new generation of cars. But don't worry, it's not the end of the world. In the race, the guy is still a beast. And Ferrari?
Oh, big moment off the road. He just set the personal best in Sector 1, but...
Oh my goodness. Leclerc gave everyone a scare during practice in Hungary. He crashed hard in Turn 4, but you know how Charlie is, right? He already owned up to the mistake and is focused on bouncing back. The good news? The car wasn't as badly damaged as everyone thought, and Ferrari came prepared. They brought a new floor for the car. They're trying to fix those annoying issues they've been facing. Will it work out? We'll find out soon enough. But guys, if there's one team that's making waves, it's Red Bull. Speaking of bouncing back, they're taking it literally. You won't believe what Red Bull pulled off. They showed up at the Hungarian GP with such a radical update to the car that even Dr. Helmut Marko was blown away. The guy was relieved. Want to know why? Because it worked, my friends. Verstappen was flying with these new changes. Sure, he was a bit behind Norris from McLaren in practice, but Marko already sent a message. Just wait until we boost the engine power in qualifying. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows at Red Bull. Perez is going through some tough times. Anthony Davidson noticed that the team's tone changes when they talk about the Mexican. Could Perez's days be numbered? And check out this bombshell. There's a guy named Liam Lawson in the wings who's putting on some pressure. He did a filming day after the British GP and everyone is watching him. Some are betting he might even debut at the Dutch GP after the summer break. So, what do you think? Will Red Bull keep dominating with these updates? Will Perez manage to bounce back, or are we going to see a new driver in the team soon? Leave your opinions in the comments. Speaking of Red Bull's behind-the-scenes action, there's one name making headlines: Adrian Newey. Guys, if F1 were a superhero movie, this guy would be Tony Stark. Just imagine, the genius behind the fastest cars in F1 is in the middle of a drama worthy of a Mexican telenovela. Ferrari wanted to bring Newey to Maranello, but it seems the deal fell through. Do you know why? The man asked for a salary that would make even billionaires think twice, and he wanted to bring 20 engineers with him. Bold, right? But hold on. The drama doesn't stop there. Aston Martin has their eyes on this aerodynamics wizard. Rumor has it that a very lucrative contract is being discussed. Could Newey swap the bull for the green horse? And what about Mercedes? Well, they've already said they're out of this race. The craziest part of all this is thinking about the impact Newey's move could have on the grid. So, what do you guys think? Where should Newey go? Tell us in the comments. We've talked about a lot, right? Mercedes and Ferrari struggling, Red Bull working their magic, and Adrian Newey in the middle of an Oscar-worthy drama. But do you know what's even crazier? All of this is happening at the same time. Have you stopped to think about how unpredictable this season is becoming? It's like we're watching multiple series at once, and they're all at their most intense episodes. Now, let's do an imagination exercise. If you were team principals, what would you do? Would you try to hire Newey at any cost? Or would you focus on car development like Red Bull? And speaking of development, we haven't talked about McLaren yet. They're coming in strong and surprising everyone. Do they have a chance to fight for the title this year? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Which team do you think will turn things around? Who will be the underdog this season? Your opinions are super important to us. Speaking of surprises and comebacks, we can't ignore what's happening at McLaren. Seriously, they are making a lot of noise. Did you see what happened at the British GP? McLaren was flying, leading the race, and running 1-2 on the track. It seemed like a dream come true, right? But then, As the saying goes, not everything is roses. Norris ended up in third and Piastri in fourth. Not bad, you might think. But the team boss, Andrea Stella, has a pure rock and roll mentality. When Martin Brundle asked about some uncomfortable meetings after the race, Stella kept it real. That's not how you run a Formula One team. You know what's even more amazing? McLaren has scored 8 consecutive podiums. They're more consistent than many other teams. Stella says the team is still under construction, with a young and focused group. They are aiming for opportunities, not dwelling on missed chances. So, what do you guys think of McLaren's attitude? Will this learn and grow mentality take them to the top? Or do you think they should be more aggressive? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Guys, do you feel that? It's the tension rising faster than an F1 car on the Monza straight. We've talked about so much today, and each of these stories is about to blow up. Just think, we've got Mercedes scratching their heads to solve Hamilton's qualifying problems. Ferrari is bringing updates and praying they work. Red Bull has a seemingly alien car, but Perez is on thin ice. And as if that wasn't enough, we've got Adrian Newey, the Merlin of aerodynamics, in the middle of a Game of Thrones-worthy battle. Meanwhile, McLaren is coming out of nowhere, surprising everyone. Could they be the underdog no one expected? The cauldron is boiling, my friends. Every race now feels like a championship final. No one knows what to expect. Will we see more record-breaking performances, impossible overtakes, crazy strategies? And the wildest part, we still have several races to go. Imagine how many more twists and turns we're going to witness. Who will have the last laugh in this crazy season? Each weekend feels like we're watching a new chapter of a suspense series. So, who do you think will come out on top in the end? What a crazy F1 season, huh? We've covered so much in this video that it feels like we've taken a full lap around Spa-Francorchamps. But you know what's even more amazing? We're living through one of the most exciting times in F1. We have historic teams like Mercedes and Ferrari fighting to get back to the top. Red Bull is working engineering magic, McLaren is rising from the ashes like an orange phoenix, and we still have the behind-the-scenes drama with Newey. This is why we love this sport so much, right? We never know what to expect. Every race is a new story, and every lap can change everything. And you, incredible fans, are a fundamental part of this story. Your opinions, guesses, and discussions make F1 even more thrilling. So, don't forget to share what you think in the comments. Who knows, we might discuss some of your predictions in the next race. If you've made it this far, you're as passionate about F1 as we are. So, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. That way, you'll always be in the loop with all the emotions and news from the world of Formula One. We'll see you at the next race, folks.